how to make a spooky mousse dessert cake using our chocolate. So the very first step is to get a saucepan and fill it with water. Get it boiling to melt some chocolate. So we begin by adding 1 tablespoon of coffee, 2 tablespoons of butter, and 1 60-gram hummingbird chocolate bar. And you just mix those under boiling water until you get a nice melted consistency. Now you can do this with a lot of our origin bars or even one of our flavored bars if you want to give it some flair. I personally am just using our Hispaniola 70% bar here, but you can use a lot of different ones. You just continuously mix that until it's completely melted, and just be careful because that steam is pretty hot there. I did burn myself, so just watch out for that. Then you turn the heat off once that is completely melted and mixed. With the stovetop off, you add a 1/4 cup of sugar to the mixture and just mix that up until it is fully together there. And then move that off of the element and let that cool down to room temperature. In a mixing bowl, add 3 egg whites and whip on high to try and get some soft peaks. However you want to separate the egg yolks from the egg whites is up to you. You don't want to see me do it because it was a disaster. But you just whip those until you get some soft peaks and you should have a nice fluffy texture. Look at that, those nice soft peaks there. Then you add another 1/4 cup of white sugar and then whip it one more time here until you have a nice firm meringue. And that'll really give you that mousse texture that you're looking for with the chocolate. At this point, hopefully your chocolate has cooled down to around room temperature. You want to make sure it's not too hot so you don't lose that mousse texture when you mix them together. Scoop about 1/3 of the egg mixture into the chocolate, and as Moira Rose would say, you have to fold it in, not mix, just fold slowly. Make sure not to overmix it because you will lose the texture, but just keep folding it in until you've completely combined, and then add another 1/3 of the egg mixture to your mousse. And just slowly fold it in once again until it's completely combined, similar to the first time. And as you continue to fold in the egg mixture, adding in this last third here, you will start to get a mousse-like texture from your chocolate mixture, and make sure it is completely combined there without over mixing. Looks delicious. After rinsing out your previous mixing bowl, add in 1 cup of whipping cream and 1 teaspoon of vanilla and whip that up to make yourself some whipped cream there. Make sure not to over whip it so it's still a firm whipped cream there. Now that all your elements are complete, you're now able to assemble your mousse dirt here. So you just scoop in a couple scoops of your mousse at the bottom of either a mason jar or a cup or a bowl or however you want to serve it. And then you scoop a couple scoops of your whipped cream on top of there. And then you can add some of our cacao nibs on top of that for a nice little crunch in there. And then you can also shake it around a bit just to evenly disperse them a little bit easier there. That at least worked for me. And then you can add a couple more of our shaved chocolate. So this either works with our chocolate bars or our baking chocolate. Just sprinkle a little bit of that on there for some flavor. And just repeat the process here. Add a little bit more mousse, a little bit more whipped cream until you've made it all the way to the top there. Don't worry about making a mess around the jar. You can clean that up afterwards like I did. And you want to make sure to finish off with a mousse layer here just to give that illusion of dirt on top. And then you can add a couple more cacao nibs and chocolate shavings. And then if you want to have a little fun, add some gummy worms as well to really complete that dirt Halloween look. And there it is. There is your mousse dessert. Let's give it a try here. That is actually really delicious. Not too sweet and a lot of fun to make. One final shot here of the beautiful product. This is a lot of fun for friends, family, and a little Halloween party. And that is